A lot of people are upset right now that Kendrick Lamar is performing over Lil Wayne because the Super Bowl is actually in New Orleans this year, and you know.
I always see. What are we supposed to do? At the body later, how what we supposed to do?
Well, guys, I'm back one more time. You know who I am. I'm drummer 1980 hailing from Columbia, South Carolina. I hope you're having a good day today. And if that's not the case, ask yourself why. Because after all, happiness is an inside job, and it will always be an internal affair. Guys, I know, guys. I've been gone for a little while, but sometimes you have to sit on the dock of the bay. You will understand by and by with time, all right? We back today again with my man, King Flex, Tariq, Nasheed. Guys, I want y'all to pay close attention and stay to the end, because I'm going to show you an assortment of cases that will prove my point, okay? I'm not going to preface anything. Just listen, and I have several clips for you, all right? Let's go.
Family, did y'all hear about the story out there in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, out there in Tim Walt's neighborhood? Tim Waltz, who's running for vice president out right in his backyard, there was a situation, family, where a white supremacist suspect, he's been terrorizing his black neighbor. And I think the neighbor is a black immigrant. He's an immigrant. His last name, it sounds like an immigrant name. But this black immigrant neighbor is married to a white woman. He has a white wife. So this white neighbor has just been terrorizing this neighbor, just calling him all types of names, complaining and assaulting him. I think he assaulted him a couple of times already. The black neighbor, the black guy, has filed just over a dozen police reports against the guy. Police won't do anything. Police will not do anything. I think the black man has been, like, for a year trying to get something done about the harassment from this guy. The suspected white supremacist, just nonstop harassment. He got assaulted, told the police didn't do anything. So the black man was out trimming hedges in his yard. The suspected white supremacist just opened the window, pulled out a gun, and shot the brother in the neck. Luckily, the brother, he survived. He survived, but they still didn't want to arrest the white supremacist suspect. The police out there in Minneapolis, Tim Walz's country, that's in Tim Walz's country, they didn't want to arrest this guy. They were making, do y'all know the excuses they had for not arresting this guy? They just arrested him, I think yesterday or today. I think yesterday. And that was because of public pressure. But the excuses they were using to not arrest this dude, they were like, well, he might have guns in there. So, we don't want to have no shoot off or nothing. Well, we're investigating. We had called him and he's not answering his phone. We sent him emails. He never responded back. I mean, they're literally saying this about a guy who basically did an attempted murder. They're sitting up here making all types of excuses for this guy. I mean, one of the police chiefs came out, a police representative. He was like, well, we're not going to go to his house with guns blazing. We're not going to do that. Like, wow. So they finally arrested the guy. And this is right under the Democrats' noses. So they're not going to sit here and play this fear-mongering about no Trump, and they ain't doing nothing to protect us, to protect black people. They're not doing anything. They're on code with these white supremacist suspects.
Guys, if y'all don't believe him, I'm going to show you this video, okay? Because some people still in disbelief. Oh, that's not possible. It's 2024. And this stuff is still going on. And this is what we talk about. When people want to run their mouth, well, black people shoot black people. Black people go to jail. Black people go to jail. You don't see black people roaming around in the streets, shooting people in the neck. especially white people, and just hanging out. No charges. We can't do nothing about it. Okay? But I'm going to get to you in just a minute. I'm going to play the video for the naysayers, all right? I'm going to call your attention to the screen, guys. Let's go.
And thank you for joining us on Fox 9 and Fox Local. I'm Kelsey Carlson. Our top story tonight, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara apologizing to a man who was shot while trimming a tree. The suspect is the next door neighbor who has not yet been arrested. Fox 9's Leon Purvis spoke with the victim moments after he was released from the hospital, and he joins us live from our newsroom with more. So, Leon, how is this victim doing?
Fair use.
Kelsey, right now, the victim is trying to piece together why his neighbor hasn't been arrested for shooting him. Police say they're trying to do it safely because police consider the neighbor, John Solchak, armed and dangerous. The chief said what happened to the victim shouldn't have happened.
He tried to kill me, and if it weren't for a few inches, I would have been dead.
This is the moment Davis Moteri says his neighbor, John Solchak, shot him while he was trimming a tree. Moteri just got out of the hospital Sunday. He can't go home and recover because Solchak is still in his home right now.
Essentially, I'm homeless until the cops decide to go and somehow capture John.
Solchak has been civilly committed in the past. Court documents show Solchak has an extreme risk protection order. It shows he threatened to kill a neighbor multiple times, made threats to shoot his sister, and slashed an off-duty police officer's tire. The threats and acts of violence date back to 2016. Currently, Solchak faces second-degree attempted murder, assault, and harassment charges after investigators say he shot Moteri.
In this particular instance, we failed this victim 100% because that should not have happened to him.
Sunday, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara apologized for his officers' response to the situation.
The Minneapolis police somehow did not act urgently enough to prevent that individual from being shot.
Moteri's wife, Caroline, has been back to their home 2 times with a police escort. She tells us a lieutenant asked her to be patient with the police department.
I said, patience is what has gotten my husband shot. We've been patient for over a year.
Chief O'Hara is letting everyone know they're working on arresting Solchak.
I'm sure most of the residents there know we have been there 24/7 the last few days. We have been trying to get this person into custody safely.
Chief O'Hara also said they used their behavioral threat assessment team, a psychiatrist, and talked to Solchak's family. He says that hasn't worked. He mentioned they're running out of options before they have to escalate them. He believes it will ultimately come to that. Live in the newsroom, Leon Purvis, Fox 9.
Is there any questions? What do you have to say now, naysayers? From my understanding, the gentleman here filed 19 police reports of harassment, vandalism, etc. 19. At what point? I'm just asking the question because I know what I'd do. I probably would have filed 1, possibly 2. Okay, 2. After that, power tools coming out after that. Okay? Especially if he's on my property. Because I fear for my life. Don't you understand that? And you see ultimately what that white supremacist tried to do. He tried to unalive this man. Yes, he's an immigrant. Yes, he is. See, but they know who to pick on because the guy seemed like he kind of soft. These people understand who to pick on and who not to pick on. If he knew down in his heart that this guy would retaliate, he wouldn't have never touched him. He wouldn't have never touched this guy. What they do is they always perform what I call a temperature check. They always check your temperature to see, oh, he's soft. Oh, he wouldn't do nothing. Understand what I'm about to say. See, they wouldn't run up on me like that. Do you think in your heart of hearts, look me in my face, do you think in your heart of hearts, I'm going to keep filing a police report 19 times? Do you think in your heart, drummer, I'm going to go call the police 19 times on my neighbor that's harassing me? It don't matter what color they is, but in this case, him 19 times. One time, possibly two. That's it. Other than that, you're going to have to see me in any way that you want it, baby, because I got everything necessary. I can build a house from the power tools that I have, okay? Anything you want. It don't matter. We can go off the hands, or either you can get some lead poison. That's all I have to say. But I'm not going to sit around and let somebody harass me and ultimately try to take me out. And I'm just sitting here, I done called the police 19 times and they ain't do nothing. They don't have to do nothing because I'm going to do something. When it come to my family, listen at me. When it come to my family, they going to have to unalive me. And I stand by it, and I know they watching. Watch it. And I tell them, come to my front door. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. I'm not calling no police no 19 times on somebody harassing me, vandalizing my property, and doing all type of things to me, and ultimately shooting the man up in the neck. You think I'm going to sit around and let somebody do? No. I tell anybody that. Anybody. Secret Service, FBI, CIA, whoever. Anybody. Don't I have a God-given right? Don't I have a constitutional right? What happened to the Second Amendment? And if the heat get too hot, I'm not calling nobody. I'm going to do it myself. Nah, how you like those apples? I'm not going to sit around and let somebody harass me. I got a wife. I got daughters. No, absolutely not. No, see, but they know who to pull that stunt with. This guy on there, yes, he shot me in the neck, and oh my God, and he's sitting there. Please. Okay. I stand on business, all right? Now, 19 times. Now, I'm going to pull up this case for y'all guys, and I want y'all to see this. Now, it took 19 times. It took 1 week after the guy shot him in the neck for them to go to the house and arrest him. Look it up, because I done did all the research, because I wouldn't bring it to you otherwise, okay? 19 times. Let's take a look at this. Officers were caught on video punching a deaf black man. The police union say they were attacked, okay? Let's see what happened down in Phoenix, Arizona, guys, okay? Tyrone McAlpin, a 34-year-old who has cerebral palsy, was punched and shot with a taser by 2 Phoenix Police Department officers on August the 19th as they tried to stop him in connection with a reported assault. But, listen, conjunction, but McAlpin had nothing to do with any assault, his attorney told Huffington Post, adding that witnesses described the white male who accused him as behaving bizarrely. This is the gentleman here, guys. Listen at this family. A white man walked into the Circle K saying that he had been in a fight and demanded that employees call police. Show waiters said. Multiple store employees told an investigator working for the law firm that the man in the store was behaving bizarrely, show waiters said, describing him as a troubled person. According to Showwaters, employees said the man was aggressive towards the customers, refused to leave, and at one point was lying on the floor. Okay, listen. Officers were then called to the store, and the man told them that he had been punched in the face after trying to stop a thief from stealing a bike, according to a police report. The accuser was wearing a gray t-shirt and shorts covered in what appeared to be old dark blood stains, according to the report. When officers asked if he could describe the person who assaulted him, drum roll, guess who it was? The man reportedly said he was a black man and pointed at McAlpin. Family, they went on to tase the guy. The guy couldn't hear. He was deaf. They tased the guy, punched the guy in the face, do all kind of stuff. Now, my whole premise for showing y'all this article, and this happened in August now, not too long ago, okay? Wasn't 1975 or 1980 or 1990. No. August of 24, okay? My whole point of bringing this up is how many times did it take for him to accuse him? One time. And he was lying about that. Now, where all my naysayers at? I'm comparing apples to apples. He calling lie. The guy was walking by limping, cerebral palsy, deaf, couldn't even hear. The guy minding his business, walking by. He did it one time. Grab him, slam him to the ground, tase him, punch him. Juxtaposed to the other case 19 times. Oh, this is America, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. This is what we talk about whenever that we say things are skewed, things are biased. Not only whenever it comes to police, but it's across the whole entire board. It's systematic. Everything across the board. Politics, everything. Anything that you can think of. This is how it's done. It's skewed. It took him one time. There you go. A black man did it. Gaffle him up. Susan Smith, anybody? A black man snatched my babies. They was on the hunt for black men all throughout South Carolina. Come to find out, she was the corporate. Oh, nobody don't want to hear that. This is what we talking about. It took him one time versus the dude, the other black man that's married to that white woman. You better be careful. We try to tell y'all immigrants, but y'all don't want to listen. So just go ahead and do your thing. But it's bigger than just him. You understand this? It's bigger than just him. 19 times, guys. Come on, y'all. Any fool, any blind person can see what's going on. And the cop are talking about, well, we trying to get him. What you mean trying to get him? This is why I told you, I always pray, Lord, do what you gonna do. Hurricanes, I said it, tornadoes. Let the earth open up. Let the earth swallow them. Let plagues and diseases get them, just like in Egypt. Just like in, I don't have no faith in this system whatsoever because I see what it do. You see the presidential candidates, we fighting to get to the bottom, guys. We literally fighting to get to the bottom. And everybody is sowing them, Kamala's the first black woman, all this old foolishness. And then on the other side, you have Donald Trump. And you can't see that you are descending down into Hades, the abyss. And you can't see that. But the Democrats don't do it. But the Republicans, some are 2025. I remember people used to laugh at the Big Brother. And anybody that know. The Big Brother was simply a term that was used for the government just spying on people and surveillance on the people and everything. They was talking about this in the 1970s, 1980s. And look at today. You see those traffic cams that sit on the poles and everything. Those things can pick up your license plate tags, guys. Some of them have face recognition, guys. So whenever they want to catch a criminal, it's hard for a criminal to be incognito driving around. Don't let them fool you. That's why they were so quick to catch Jesse Smollett. What did they catch him by? Okay. Do anybody remember the Jonathan Majors case? See, just so conveniently, they can get the Negroes now. The Negroes, it's an open and shut case, Johnson. But with this guy here, they got him on camera. And what they do? Took a week. I ain't saying no more. But guys, you get the gist of the matter. And I promise to don't stay away for so long if I can help it, all right? But guys, show me some grace. Come on back to see me. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the cash app if you ever so kindly. Share, okay? Hit the like button, all right? And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more.